All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. This is a little documentary, you know what I'm saying, of the study of the fall of Patrick Mahomes. And this has been on my mind for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This has definitely been on my mind because I'm looking at a player like in my lifetime, which is beyond crazy to me. I never seen a player so beloved at one point, now so hated now. That's like, I mean, throughout my whole lifetime, everybody loved Peyton Manning. Everybody hated Tom Brady. Everybody loved Drew Brees. Everybody loved Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I guess maybe Aaron Rodgers now. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers is washed. But in their prime, I've never seen a guy. LeBron's been 50-50. Everybody loved Curry. Kevin Durant. Okay, besides Kevin Durant, Patrick Mahomes. I forgot Kevin Durant with the whole decision thing. But even like Kevin Durant, that was like justified. With this Mahomes thing, it's very interesting to me. Now, I just want to give a little disclaimer. Number one, I'm not a Chiefs fan at all. Shout out to the random editor. Shout out to Jordan Francis. Shout out to Yao, whatever your name is. Shout out to all the Chiefs fans I have on my channel. You feel me? And ironically enough, I think my channel started popping off when I made the unnecessary hate towards Mahomes and video. I think that's my second highest view video. Go check it out. That was a few years back. I think when they beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, somewhere around there. I don't remember off the top of my head. So somewhere around, I don't know, and nor do I really care. But I'm talking about now. And I really want to talk about the fall of Patrick Mahomes because there's a lot of conversations around Patrick Mahomes saying, he's not good, he's overrated, he's mid, he's this, that, and the third, which, you're entitled to your own opinion. But I remember this guy at Texas Tech make some of the most amazing throws and some like just throw the ball deep multiple occasions. Him with, I think the coach was Cliff or the coach. Yeah, I think Cliff Kingsbury was the coach at the time. And keep in mind, Mahomes didn't have that many weapons. And once again, Texas Tech really didn't win anything. But if you want to see how good Mahomes was in college, I implore you guys, as an Oklahoma Sooner fan, go watch Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield versus Texas Tech with Patrick Mahomes. Lincoln Riley versus Cliff Kingsbury. That game, I think it was like in the 60s. I think it was like 65-61. If you want to see Mahomes go off and throw the ball deep and stuff like that. But the last few years, I'll say statistically, Mahomes has fallen off. It's evident. It's honestly evident. And people just want to take a dump on Mahomes and don't like him, which I get because, we're going to get into some of that stuff. Which I get. I want to give a disclaimer. For any Chiefs fans that come about this, I'm going to admit this right now. The referees are in your pocket. There is a clear favoritism for you guys. I want to get that disclaimer right out there right now. So don't come my comment section and talk about, oh, you're a conspiracy. No. There's a clear. Anybody with two eyes can see this crap. So miss me with that. But I'm going to give a little analysis, but I just need to pull something up real quick. Very unprofessional of me. I didn't have this pulled up. And this is how you guys know this is a documentary. I'm literally going to be sharing my screen. Usually I don't share my screen when I do this, but let's look at this right here. Go to Pro Football Reference. Bam and bam. All right. So Patrick Mahomes. Oh my gosh, bro. All right. Let me just get this out the way. Don't get copyrighted. Your boy's trying to make this money. But let's look at this. Let's look at Mahomes' first. Let's look at Mahomes, his first 3 years in the league. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at his whole career, but I want to make a different. I just want to make a difference, okay? We're not going to count 2017 because he didn't start. It was Alex Smith. But in 2018, he throws for over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. In 2019, 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns. Keep in mind, Mahomes was out for a couple games this year. He only played 14 games. So let's just say he would have finished with 4,230 touchdowns. Still good. 2020, 4,700 yards and 38 touchdowns. In 2021, 4,839 yards, 37 touchdowns. So with the exception of the 50 games, the 50 plus, the 50 touchdown season, he's around 30. He's around 30 touchdowns and around 4,000 yards, past 4,000 yards. That's fair. That's fair. I want to put this in perspective, right? I want to put this in perspective. Mahomes lost what's his name? Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? What's his name? Tyreek Hill. There's his name. He lost Tyreek Hill in 2021. And for anybody that remembers this, Tyreek Hill was a huge part of Mahomes throwing the ball deep. And that's where I want to come back to say this is that people liked Mahomes back in the early part of his career because he used to make flashy plays. He used to do, crazy stuff like, wow, I've never seen that before. When you take away a dynamic player like Tyreek Hill, who's the modern day Randy Moss, you're not going to see that many flashy plays from Mahomes. You're going to see a lot of check downs and stuff like that to Kelce, to Juju Smith-Schuster, to DeAndre Hopkins, to Pringle, number 13 Pringle back when they had him. So people are like, whoa, why is Mahomes not doing what he used to do? Well, bro, he doesn't have one of the best dynamic playmakers in the league right now. Tyreek Hill is a force of nature in the NFL right now. Right now. He is the current day Randy Moss. And that's probably a video within itself right there. Now, let's look at Mahomes the last few years. In 2022, he threw for over 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, won the MVP that year. Okay, cool. Year after that, 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. 10-6 record. And then this year, 3,928 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. You can see a clear dip in Mahomes' numbers. Now, could that be Mahomes? Absolutely, 100%. And I also want to throw this out there too. I want to keep this in mind. Tom Brady retired in 2021. Just keep that in mind. I want everybody put that in the back of your head. Keep that in mind. Tom Brady retired in 2021. You can see a clear dip in Mahomes' numbers. 2022, in my opinion, once again, I should have probably said this in the beginning of the video. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. I believe Mahomes, after losing the conference championship to Joe Burrow, to Tom Brady retiring, to Tyreek Hill leaving, and he was taking a massive dump all over the Chiefs, I believe Mahomes was out for vengeance that year. I truly believe that. The last 2 years, I'm going to keep it real with you. I think with traviskelce declining and being injured, and rather than being Taylor Swift's wife instead of playing football, with the absence of still Tyreek Hill and getting wide receivers like Juju and DeAndre Hopkins, and also with the fact that Mahomes knows, once again, my opinion, he knows for a fact the referees will bail him out. He doesn't try anymore. That's why we don't see, with the lack of weapons, and with the lack of weapons, and also with him knowing that the referees will bail me out, they'll throw a flag here, they'll throw a flag there. There's no need for him to put up numbers anymore. There's no need for him to be the Mahomes of 2018 and 2021. And with that being said, isn't it funny how now the same thing that we're saying about the rest with the Chiefs? Who is the same thing we were talking about that with? Mr. Tom Brady. Tom, the GOAT. We were saying that about Tom Brady back with New England, and we're saying about that Mahomes right now. Isn't it convenient how the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs getting all the flags and every benefit of the doubt. Isn't it funny how they're starting to get it way more now that Tom Brady's retired? That he's been retired for the last 3 years? And ironically enough, guess who's been in the Super Bowl 3 years? Kansas City. Who's been getting the most favorable calls throughout ever? Kansas City. Now, I want to make this correlation, and for any idiots out there, but stop comparing Mahomes to Brady. He's not Brady. Oh, shut up. I hate you. I'm not comparing Tom Brady to Mahomes. I'm saying there's a correlation here. Right? So Tom Brady, we're going to look at Tom Brady's first couple of years, and then look at Tom Brady's years when he got Randy Moss, right? So Tom Brady in 2000, Tom Brady in 2001, threw for 2,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, threw for 37 yards, 3,700 yards, 14 interceptions, 28 touchdowns. 2003, 36 touchdowns. 23 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 3,600 yards. 2004, 3,600 again, 28 to 14. 2005, he threw for 4,000 yards, but 26 and 14 again. And then 2006, right back down to the 3,500 yards and 24 touchdowns. So Tom Brady, with the exception of 2005, I don't know what happened that year, but I think that's the year they got Wes Walker. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember. But Tom Brady, within that year span, was a mid to decent quarterback. He was nothing special. He was nothing special at all. At all. Now, the year that he got Randy Moss, in this year, to this day, is still talked about. And I want you guys to remember what I just said. Tyreek Hill is the modern-day Randy Moss. Randy Moss, within a year, has helped Tom Brady have one of his best statistical seasons at his career at this point. 50 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He was averaging double interceptions before he got Randy Moss, before all the attention went to Randy Moss. He threw for 4,800 yards and 50 touchdowns. Just like Tyreek Hill with Patrick Mahomes. Isn't it funny how Patrick Mahomes' best seasons, with the exception of 2022, throwing for over 5,000 yards, over 4,500 yards, was with Tyreek Hill? You see the correlation I'm making here, people? Do you see the correlation I'm making here, people? It's the same thing. Now, obviously, this is the same thing, but reversed. Tom Brady got Randy Moss after his first few years in the league. Patrick Mahomes came in with Tyreek Hill already on the team. And this season, not his Super Bowl years, other than that 28-3 lead, this is the most talked about thing Tom Brady's done. And he's lost in the Super Bowl in the most embarrassing fashion ever. 2009, I think this is Randy Moss's last year. 2009, 4,098 yards, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Okay. In 2010, dude didn't even throw for 4,000 yards. He had 36 touchdowns. I'll give him that. 36 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Dude didn't throw for 4,000 yards that year, right? I want to keep this in mind. I think 2011 is the year they got Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski. And people forget how good. Shout out to my boy Val. He points this out good. Tight ends are a cheat code to any quarterback. Lamar Jackson and Andrew Thomas. What's his name? Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates. Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. There's a reason why he drug Rob Gronkowski out of retirement to come with him to the Bucs. And isn't it funny how the year he got, what's his name? Rob Gronkowski in 2011 threw for 5,000 yards, 39 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. 5,000 yards. 2012, 4,800. 2013, what's the name? 4,000. 2014, another 4,000. 2015, another 4,000. And here's where it gets interesting, people. The tight end argument is so good, right? Isn't it funny how the year Rob Gronkowski tore his ACL in 2016, Tom Brady, 3,500 yards, 28 touchdowns. The year Rob Gronkowski tore his ACL doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good. And then the year after that, 2017, Gronkowski's back. I think they got what's his name? Brandon Cooks, deep threat and stuff like that. And then the rest is history, I know. And then ironic, right? Now, granted, this is still a good season. Ironic, right? The dude from what year did he get? So 2011, right? Dude was averaging over 4,000 yards. And in 2019, the year Rob Gronkowski retired from the Patriots, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, barely over 4,000 yards. How convenient, people. How convenient. He gets Rob Gronkowski and he has Mike Evans, who I'm not comparing to Tyreek Hill or Randy Moss, but a dynamic player. He's thrown for over 45,000 yards again. Again. And isn't it funny? I think Rob Gronkowski didn't play his last year with Tom Brady's last year with the Bucs. I don't think Rob Gronkowski was there. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But look, dude was like 8-9 and horrible. Tom Brady's last year was horrible. And honestly, I honestly think, and once again, this is my opinion, I think we're seeing the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. Number one, now that Tom Brady's gone, Patrick Mahomes, and this is just a fact, he's the most popular player. He's the face of the league. Whether you like it or not, he's the face of the league. If you were to go on the street and say, hey, do you know who Patrick Mahomes is? They'll probably be like, yeah. They'll probably be like, yeah. He's everywhere on commercials. You see him at games. You see him everywhere. You see him everywhere. And isn't it funny how Tom Brady, when he retired, Mahomes started getting all the favorable treatment as well, too, from the refs? And also, isn't it funny how Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, his decline and his lack of focus on football, Patrick Mahomes hasn't been looking the same. It's the same thing with Tom Brady. It's the same thing with Tom Brady. You give him Gronkowski, one of the greatest tight end ever. Dude's thrown for over 4,500 yards in the 30s and 40s of touchdowns. Randy Moss put up his best statistical season that we still talk about 20 years later, almost 20 years later. And look at Mahomes, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, 5,000, 4,500, 30, 40, 50 touchdown seasons. Now he's in the 3,000s. He's barely making 4,000s. So I honestly think, and this is just my opinion once again, I got to iterate that because at the end of the day, people in the comment section are going to blow a gasket. They don't like Mahomes, which, once again, besides Kevin Durant, and even with the Kevin Durant thing, it was justified. I've never seen an athlete be so beloved and just be so hated. And people hate him because of the refs things, which is justified, just like Tom Brady. And also, what's the name? With the lack of weapons and with Travis Kelce not, being the same, you can see the decline with Travis Kelce. I don't think it's a shot that Mahomes is not looking like Mahomes anymore. Because at the end of the day, with the lack of weapons, it's like, even like Lamar Jackson, he has Mark Andrews. Even though Mark and Isaiah Likely is right up. He's going to be one of the best tight ends out there. Josh Allen, he doesn't have wide receivers. I'll give him that. But he has I'm forgetting the tight end's name. But he has the rookie tight end. I'm forgetting his name. What's this dude's name? Let me look it up since I got time today. Bills tight. I'm forgetting his name right now. Dude's nasty too. Look him up right now. Dawson Knox. Or is it Dalton Connect? Whichever one, man. Whichever one you want to pick. Both of those dudes are nasty. But at the same time, at the end of the day, with the help of the refs, I think Mahomes has gotten lazy. And with the lack of help, he's not doing the dynamic stuff that he's been doing before. I honestly think that. That's my opinion. This is just a thought out there. It is what it is. And once again, I have to reiterate this. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I don't have an NFL team. I just like watching football. And I just see this going on. And I'm like, hey, listen, so it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts on my takes about this? Whether you're a Chiefs fan, a football fan, or a fan of another team, what's your thoughts on this? And also, people, even though this video is not that long, this is not really a documentary. My videos are usually around like 5 to 6 minutes. This is technically a documentary. I went 10 minutes above what I did. But let me know if you guys like this type of style videos, especially with the off season going on. So I'm going to have a lot of free time. And yeah, man, RJ out.